sub 1 lakh levels, which is much lower than the peak of 4 lakh seen in May, has raised hopes of a gradual unlocking of economy. This is also one of the key factors driving the massive rally in equities, which pushed the markets to a new record high. And it's not just the benchmarks, but also consumption-driven stocks and indices which are making fresh highs. With cities opening up, people stepping out, and even e-commerce sites offering good deals, an increasing number of consumers are ready to revenge shop, and that's what the street is betting on. Eat, drink, and be merry theme, anticipating a flood of post-lockdown purchase to make up for months of inactivity.
So what is revenge spending?
It's basically splurging after a period when one had limited opportunities to spend. Consumer-driven sectors, especially discretionary product categories, largely depend on how much people are willing to splurge. And theories circulating in the market suggest that the growth outlook for them has improved drastically thanks to the potential pent-up demand. The trend emerging on ReStreet over the past few weeks suggests investors have started shifting to some of these sectors that were worst affected by the second wave of COVID-19. And that's also reflected in the stock performance of these consumer companies, whether you look at an Avenue Supermarts, a Titan, Asian Paints, Best Life, and even the BSE Consumer Discretionary Index, all of them making a fresh record level, hitting a fresh record high, outperforming the benchmark index by a wide margin. Available data shows stocks from hotels, travel, media and entertainment, and consumer discretionary sectors have grabbed a fair share of limelight and have jumped exponentially. Many of these names, in fact, have outpaced the BSE Sensex, which saw a 7.7% growth over the last 1 month. From what we learned from experts, the unlock trade is likely to be different in 2021 compared to 2020, since the lockdown this year was partial. Most analysts expect sectors like hospitality, travel, and entertainment to benefit the most from pent-up demand. Last year, it was the automobiles which first started performing, or rather recovering. They were then followed by consumer discretionary, while BFSI was the last one to pick up. This time around, it will be different as the pent-up demand will be varied across sectors. Experts tell us that small ticket discretionary items could do well. Major pent-up demand is also seen in travel and hospitality. Declining COVID cases, rapid vaccination drive, and unlocking in various parts of the country have boosted investor confidence in these pockets. According to Bloomberg data, Americans have amassed excess savings to the tune of about $1.7 trillion. The French Economic Observatory, meanwhile, noted that households in their country saved $66 billion during confinement last year. This reflects that people now have the capacity to spend. Even in India, very recently we saw the first batch of Maybach GLS 600 4MATIC being fully sold out before its India debut. That's the kind of appetite we're looking at. While there's some evidence to suggest that Indians have kept pace with the previous year's consumption figures, research suggests it is unlikely we will witness revenge shopping, the kind or the level that we're seeing in countries like the US and China. Of course, the bulk of spending happens in upper middle class and high income segments, and even though their numbers may be small in proportion and in comparison to the middle classes, their spending power definitely makes up for it. So I guess we'll just have to wait and watch how India reacts when we finally begin to open up our economy.